Hey everybody, what's happening? Willie here at the Great Outdoors. You'll have to excuse the air fryer. It's air frying in the background. So in case you hear the that's my hot dog cooking in the background. Yeah, me and the wife are here at the campground. We are spending the week up here. I've already been here. Today is Monday. I've already been here probably since Friday. Just kicking back and enjoying the festivities. There's been Halloween festivities and all kinds of haunted this and scary that and screaming and kids and sugar and you name it, it's been going on, okay? So, but anyway, we're up here. I brought with me the Daiwa 500C on the Fenwick Fly Rod. I gotta be honest, it's been eating away at me to use this rod and reel. I've really wanted to give this thing a shot. Just because of its oddity. I'm not gonna lie to you, I have been using it. I've used it last couple days, mainly to see if the fish were gonna bite, you know, because it is cold. We've had some 40-degree mornings here and I've been very skeptical about whether or not fish were gonna bite, but they have. It's been off and on, and it took a long time to figure out which bait was the bait to go with. But today I'm going out and we are specifically going to fish that combo all day. And that's all we're going to fish. So get ready. Let's see what happens. I've caught some crappie and some bluegill, a couple small bass, but it's been fun. 2-pound line, 500C Daiwa, 6 foot, 3 to 5 weight Fenwick Fly Rod. Will I like it? Will I not like it? So far, I'm having a blast with the darn thing. So let's get out there after I eat my hot dog and we'll go do some fishing. Might even take the wife with us for a ride or something. She's here. Yeah, she's actually here somewhere. She took the golf cart and went off somewhere. Collecting firewood or something. She loves to make campfires. All right. And away we go. It has been cold. This morning it was 43 degrees. Yesterday it was 40. Let's go ahead and get this mechanism out of here now. Ain't gonna lie to you. I've been using this thing for the last few days to get used to it. And I may have found my new favorite combo. This crazy pink and sparkle chartreuse Charlie Brewer from the Oops collection has been the color of choice. And believe me, it took a long time to get to that point to find out whether or not it was the color of choice. It casts really simple. I mean, and it goes very far. Of course, we're talking about having 2-pound line here with a 1/16 ounce jig and that Charlie Brewer. The Charlie Brewers, I think I've made mention on several occasions, they have a girth to them that a lot of other baits don't have. I'm not real happy because the clouds have rolled in. Yeah, the old Halloween festivities were quite the thing last night. I went to the pavilion where KC and the Sunshine Band and Intoxication had taken over. There was a dance up there and an adult costume contest. It was like being in a KOA in 1975. It was really quite interesting, to be honest with you. The bass that feed along this bank ain't never really all that big, but for 2-pound line on a 3-weight fly rod. Oh, see those bass just ran that gauntlet there. I can't tell you though how easy it is to cast this thing. One-handed. I mean, I'm just whipping it one-handed out there, and with this 2-pound line, 1/16 ounce jig, it's going a mile. This is one of those reels, you know, you guys hear me talk about if I have one, I'll have two, if it's that good. And I'm finding out that I'm enjoying this. Good possibility I'll be looking for another one of these reels. Now with this reel, you have to make sure that it's not lined up like this, because then you cannot, you see, if you put the bail down, it'll hit, because this is one of those reels that, you know, slap apart, you know, they make the bail go by hitting. I've been doing it all manual with just my hands. I just flip it back myself, but that's something I've always done. So usually on the first or second cast, I can get something, and then all of a sudden it just stops. But for some reason, on the merry-go-round of this pond, the fish don't get over here until later in the afternoon, say around 2, 2:30, 3, somewhere in there. Kind of weird, actually. Let's talk about setting the hook real quick. Setting the hook with 2-pound line and a extremely whippy rod, better make sure you got good sharp hooks. That's all I can tell you. Because you don't get that hook through that, somewhere in that lip. You might as well just count on getting him part the way here and he's gonna get off. I've had that happen several times already. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's got that. Now you notice I had to set, oh, he let go. See, that's what I was telling you. It's very hard to set the hook with these things because the rod is so whippy. Oh, I got another one. Let's just get that down here low. Oh, he let go too. All right, very simple. Flip the bail, hold the line, but for one-handed, I mean, this thing goes a mile. That's a pretty doggone long cast for one hand. I'm going to set this hook so hard the next time that I'm either going to break the rod or snap the line. Yeah, overhand ain't bad. I definitely need to invest in a small boat. I think that goes without saying. But I'm just not doing a kayak again. I didn't like it. I didn't like trying to get to my stuff behind me. No fun at all. That might be great in rivers and things like that where you don't have a lot of room, but I just could not do it in an open lake like this. And of course, that's how I wound up with a hook in my thumb, which was my own fault technically. Regardless, if I had been in a regular boat where I could have turned around and stood up. Unbelievable. There's that bass fish, maybe? No, it's a gill. He hit right here at the bank, and somehow he managed to hit fast enough to actually get the hook in his mouth. Isn't that incredible? See how the tail is folded partially out of his mouth? And that's why on the bluegill, look how big the bait is to his mouth. See that? That's why it's hard for these guys to get hooked, because they don't hit it just right. And I mean just right. Thank you, Mr. Gill. Oh, there goes my line. See it? You see it? You see it? You see I won't go miss that one, didn't you? Line started swimming off. He got my drag spinning. He tightened down just a little bit. This could go either way. This could be a gill or a crappie. He's fighting though. It's a crappie. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, these crappie have come into this cove over here now. There we go. Yes, I know it was 2-pound line and I set the hook like it was 10. I'm sorry, but I'm getting daggone tired of missing these fish. There we go. Crappie. He put a split in my Charlie Brewer. I'm gonna have to order some more of these. Again, go to Charlie Brewer's website, look up the oops section. These things really work. This color does anyway. Hits over here too. I mean, they're just bam, 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 bam. There you go. As many times as he hit that, there was just no way I could miss. Got to be a gill. He's not rearing his ugly head. Yep. Another pale gill. What's up with these gills? Why are they so pale? Why? Gill. There's another one. Got to be a gill. Really? Oh, oh. He's still after it. There we go. I'm perfecting my hook set for the gills. The gills are alive with the sound of 2-pound line being stretched to an E. Where are you going, dude? That's the bank. I mean, you can go up there if you want, but you're just making it easier on me. Oh, you really got that one in there. Great. He downed that one. These are some decent sized fish here. Ow. Got him. I passed that right in front of his face, evidently. Wow, what are you? You're mad. That looks like a bass. You're just hooking yourself even more. Oh yeah, little bass. It's okay. I mean, nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody gets caught once in a while. I did 32 years ago. It's been around here. Little bass. Little bass. But a bass. Thank you, sir. Water looks really good today. Hardly any wind whatsoever. But for some reason it also means hardly any fish whatsoever. Man, I'm telling you, you can't beat this little dude. I'll be looking for another one of these. Uh-oh. I just saw my line take off across the water 105 miles an hour. I just set the hook. I figured if he's going one direction, I can make him come the other. I probably had 80-foot line out when he hit. That's a big crappie. And there we go. And that just fell right out of his mouth. I mean, I let go, it fell in his mouth, I pulled it out. Crappie. Okay, maybe they're over here. Okay, let's try that again. It was right over here. So let's see if the crappie have got into the area. I gotta make sure that when I cast, I don't catch the golf cart. Maybe we can get into some here. Oh, there we go. Something just flew in my mouth. That doesn't look like a crappie. That's a fighter, whatever that is. I'm trying to be cautious here because that's a pretty decent bass is what that is. Yeah, that's a decent bass. Bass. That's nice. 2 fish, 2 casts. I love that. That is my favorite thing to do, ever. Let's try that again. Isn't it funny you can get 2 fish on 2 casts, 2 completely different species of fish, and then you, man, I had a hit right there. I was just going to say, then you can cast 1,000,000 times and never get hit, which I just did. So let's just completely take that out of the entire, conversation. Got my baits all messed up. Oh, he's way messed up. Goodness gracious. Okay, we're gonna have to shorten this one up a little bit because he is split. And the good thing about these Charlie Brewers, they're got the rib thing going on, so you can just take and go down to wherever that one is that's messed up, break it off, pocket, and then you can go back and put it back on. It's just that you're going to be going back with a little bit shorter shorter bait, but you know, if you don't want to give up on that bait and you want to get as much out of it as you can, and there you go. But man, this thing is beat up. There we go. This pink, I don't know what it is about this daggone pink. These fish love this pink. It's a fall color, I guess. Oh, another big bass. Well, a bigger bass. He's fighting me. That's a decent fish right there. Bigger than the ones I've been catching on the other side. Wow, that's a lot of pressure. Don't do that on that line, dude. Nice. This is fun. This pink is incredible. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sometimes you got to follow the fish instead of, you know. I don't know if you can hear that line hitting me in the pinky. What do we got this time? Some darting going on there. Oh, crappie. Okay, crappie this time. Thank you, Mr. Crappie. Mr. Crappie over here. Oh, there we go again. There we go. You really got to set the hook on these things. The tip almost touches the reel. Oh, that's a big one. He's doing the flip and flop. Another crappie. Crappie with a hole in his mouth. What does that tell you? At least he's been thrown back. You know, I was thinking I might need all week to be able to catch enough fish for you guys to be able to enjoy this. But that may not be necessary, because I'm really enjoying using this thing. A couple of nice bass, some crappie. Very surprising, to be honest with you. Especially with the way the temperatures have been lately. I mean, it's been cold. Not kidding. But I'm gonna head back to the camper. There was a lady across from us who was selling a cover for one of these golf carts, like a rain cover. I'm just curious what it looks like and if it'll fit mine, because mine being a two-seater like this, it's the bigger ones get kind of loose and sloppy on here, so I'm just curious what that thing is. Just thought I'd take a look at it. So anyway, we're going to head back to the camper and go from there. Good morning, everyone. Nice, crisp Monday morning. We're heading over here to the lake. Pretty much everybody in the campground left yesterday. Not everybody, but close. So we really pretty much had everything to ourselves. We're going to try a little top water over here first thing this morning, and then we're going to get back to the Daiwa 500C and see if that hot pink is still the color for the morning. All right, we're back over here on the cabin side again. Let's see what we can do over here. There's a gentleman over on the other side that he's been fishing for a few days and ain't really caught much anything, so I moved out of the way so he could come over and catch a few. Told him what he needs. Real nice guy. Very happy. He wants to catch fish like we all do. Hoping some of those crappie might have moved up in here. The sun is trying to come out. We might have to switch back to the pink. But since Baby Bass got us our first fish this morning, stick with it for the moment. Oh, that was a hit. That's another hit. This is so much fun using this light stuff. 'Cause even though that isn't a really big fish, he's fighting. Come on, 2 pound. They're not big, but they're fun. Come on off here. He almost had one just now. He's over to trying. Little bass. And away he goes. Ha ha! There you go. Got him a bass over there. I'm glad to see that. Love to see people catching. We are back with the pink. One of the places I really... Oh, that was a good hit right there. One of the places I really like to cast, I can't cast to because they've got all the shrubbery grown up over here. Anybody else see that? I am, hey, it's a gill. All right, you gotta have a gill. A gill a day keeps the fishing blues away. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Even if it is a pale gill that looks like something's wrong with them. I don't know. All these gills over here are like this. Where was I before I was so happily interrupted? We decided to take a short journey into the woods here. Taking the trail that a lot of the golf carts take. It's a bit bumpy, a bit rough. Most golf carts never probably expected to ever be back here doing this type of thing. But it's not too terribly bad. It's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be real bad back here. Plus, I know at the very end of this trail is like a super secret nobody knows about unless you've ridden back here in a golf cart. Spot that you can fish. It's not very big, but it's a cove. Hold on. This thing's beating me to death. I probably should have let about 17 pounds of air out of the tires. The front end's fixed, but the shocks are still, you know, from 2009. So they don't really take a lot of shock. We do. Our lower spines, shoulders and liver. Well, one of us lift more liver than the other, but oh no. I forgot about that. I think we went around this once before.
I think so.
I gotta watch that fishing rod now. See if I can get through here without
Set the fishing rod off and go back around again.
You don't tell me. I'm in command of this ship.
Don't do the smart thing.
I'm going through. We're going around. There's a stump there. Y'all can't see it.
That's not a stump. That's a whole tree.
It's a stump. All right.
That's
we made it.
There's tree.
That's a stump back there.
The whole tree.
That's a whole stump.
Are you looking for traffic?
No, I was just seeing if there used to be one down over there. I'm not looking for anybody to come passing by, or you could get run over by a deer. You heard what happened to get Grandma at Christmas time.
I'd really like a sip of my coffee, but...
Well, let me stop here so you can get a sip of that coffee.
You're not going to trick me?
No, I'm not going to trick you because that would be wrong and a waste of coffee.
Now I can't drink.
Oh, that's never stopped you before. Let's just go now. Okay, here's some smooth surface here. I'll let you have a drink here.
Okay.
And I won't say anything.
Stop.
I'm not doing anything. Take a drink. Go ahead. What'd you put in it? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't make me any.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I hear a chainsaw. It is Halloween. Could be a chainsaw out there.
We're out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah. It's okay though. I don't have to outrun him. I just have to outrun you.
Yep. Yep.
What do you think this golf cart thinks when it went from an old folks home with 2 women cleaning rooms and stuff with it to now it's like
It's four-wheeling.
it's like an overlanding golf cart now. Uh-oh. That one looks dangerous.
If you was jacked up any higher, you wouldn't fit under that. Here's another one.
There's some dangerous spots back there. You got to be careful. You know, golf carting isn't for the faint of heart. All right, we're driving on out of here. since I've done lost 2 lures, 1 fish, and caught one that if you'd have cut his head off, he would have fit in a sardine can. Oh no. Herbie never got stuck.
Although this is Speed Racer, not Herbie.
Yeah, well, Speed Racer should be very well equipped. That's what we've just kind of decided with this golf cart. We're going to do the Speed Racer graphics on it. We'll put the M on the front for the Mach 5 and the 5 letter numbers on the sides. And this will be the Mach 5.5. All right, I know y'all can't tell from the camera, but this is a pretty steep hill. Something just fell back there in the woods, probably across the trail where we just were. And we barely made it out with our lives. Yeah, these trees here are kind of sketchy. Eventually they'll fall. Oh my God, what the hell? That sounded like my front end came on. I hope not, because I just had that fixed. We're okay, we're all right. Hold on. Chris has decided to take a walk. She's walking. She's got her fuzzy sweatpants on and she's warm. Oh, I was getting ready to do a hook set. Did y'all see me jump? Whew, that's a breeze. I guess y'all can see that. I just grabbed my 2-pound line and bowed it up in the air like the golden arches of McDonald's. Oh, set. Oh, he let go, he let go. There he is again. What is that? That's just, there we go. There we go. That's gotta be a crappie because it's an extremely soft bump. I don't know, swimming like that, it might not be a crappie. It is a crappie, okay. That was he took off right there at the end, kind of fooled me. I kind of figured he was maybe a little bit different fish, but extremely soft bump. And then it's kind of weighted. Oh, we got weight, we got weight. There we go. I hope you're following my technique on hook set. The above your head thing, no, it doesn't work. The backhand John McEnroe thing, that's the way to go. Boy, this is an angry fish, whatever this is. Feels like a crappie though. Now, I did catch like a really, really big one the other day. This is a good size one. Got a pine needle in his mouth and he got mad. Yeah, that's another decent size one. I barely had him hooked. And I mean barely, but that's another good fish right there. Oh, really? That was interesting. Oh, you're strong. And mad. You didn't expect that little pink thing to be such a big pain. What are you? You've got to be a bass. Whoa! You're really mad. I better loosen the drag a little bit. You are a big bass. Wow! What a beautiful way to maybe end this if I can get him in. That's a good sized fish right there. Yes, sir. Let me get you up here. That's a good sized fish. Wow. Chris. Woohoo! 2-pound line, 3-pound fish. Wow, look at that. Big fish hit on little baits. I've often said he wanted pink. He don't tell his friends about it, but he ain't gonna tell his friends about this. That's a big fish with a big fat belly. 2-pound line, and that's easily a 3-pound fish. Awesome. There you go. Daiwa 500C 2-pound line on a 6-foot Fenwick Fly Rod, 3-weight. I can't even, you know, it's funny. I think this might be a 5-weight. Maybe it is, but if it is, it's the smallest 5-weight I've ever used. Man, was that fun. A whole lot more fish than I was expecting to catch. I'm gonna fish a little bit more. I'll see you guys back at the camper and we'll talk a little bit more about this, but that's just, whoo, man, that was, man, you know what that's like dipping a Hershey bar in peanut butter. That's how good that was. So man, we are back here at the camper. I'm first just going to tell you, this little setup here, Evan will probably have to do a close-up on, but this has been amazing. Honestly, for a last-minute buy, thrown on a rod that was really the only rod it would fit on because of the small foot, this was incredible. Just an amazing, fun little setup. 6-foot Fenwick Fly Rod, 3 to 5 weight. I really don't know by reading the number here. Fenwick Fly Rod 605, 6 foot 5 weight, I guess. But if this is a 5 weight, if this is what Fenwick was calling a 5 weight, I'm very surprised because it's extremely whippy. But if it is, then that's great. Maybe, you know, somewhere down the line, maybe y'all can find one of these. It's kind of a strange brown, but the reel. I had several people commented on the last video about getting this reel, that I was very fortunate to find it. And at this point, I have to say I do feel very fortunate that I found it because this thing was incredibly fun to use. I've got 2-pound SOS trout magnet on it. I can't find a flaw with the thing. The only two things that worry me, one is on the bail, you have a plastic swing arm. That's kind of frightening. Not a fan of plastic, obviously, or graphite, but that's kind of scary when you, especially when you have an all metal, really an all metal reel. To have that plastic swing arm is kind of odd, but it works. I mean, it's doing fine. It caught a good sized fish this afternoon. So what else bothers me about it? When you're using this on the fly rod, you're having to grip it a little further up. The line, as it swings, spins on the bail, it hits you in the pinky. So you kind of have to raise your pinky out a little bit if you don't want to get hit with that line. You get used to that. I got very used to it. Casting one-handed, very easy, goes very far. 1/16 ounce jig with the Charlie Brewer bait. Speaking of which, this is the Charlie Brewer bait that has been the bait to have. I mean, it has been the bait to have out here. I'll read off to you. It is 1.5 crappie grub. Oops. Hot pink silver / chartreuse tail. Looks like it has a number of OCSGFL30. Don't know if that helps at all, but this has been the guy. This thing has caught more fish this week than I can begin to tell you. Now see, a lot of fish you didn't see. A lot of fish I was fishing without having the camera even on. And the main reason for that was just to see if fish were even going to bite. Because if they weren't, you know, I really probably wasn't going to have a very good video for you. But fortunately, the fish are on fire right now. I've helped several people catch fish this week, and that's been fun. They weren't catching anything, and they were watching me across the lake, and they were just like, got this look on their face. What's he doing? It's a very simple fact. Use smaller baits, you attract more fish. And sometimes, as you saw at the end of this video, sometimes you attract large fish. That was every bit of a 3-pound fish, 2-pound line, very small ultralight reel, and a light rod. And man, it's the most serious I've ever been with you guys. That was hilarious and fun. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The Daiwa 500C. Cool reel. Thanks for all the information that you guys were putting in the comments on the video before. Someone quoted this as being 79. I am getting some feedback that from 1977 to 81, I believe this may have been in existence. I don't know that for sure, and I'm going to have to do a little bit more homework because I do want to find another one of these. Can't begin to tell you how much fun this was. I haven't had this much fun with a setup in a long time. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. More fishing to be had. I got another week up here. Don't know what I'm gonna fish with, probably this, but we'll see you on the next one, whatever the next one may be. Now, I'm gonna make a hot dog because I'm screaming hungry. I mean, screaming hungry. I'd almost eat these little pink things too. They look delicious. I mean, it is Halloween and this kind of looks like candy.